everybody, Thunder here, and last week I asked the people from Senpu on my Twitter page to send me questions because I was going to see the Kamen Rider Build movie this week. I got quite a lot of questions and I would like to answer them. I'm going to answer 5 non-spoilery questions about Kamen Rider Build Be the One, but in order for me to do that, I'll need you guys to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get notifications when I release new videos, which are weekly on this channel. If you're interested in the Looper Ranger Patranger movie and what do I think about it, go check this video right here. I answered 3 non-spoilery questions and 3 spoilery questions about the movie. Be sure to check that video as well. So these are the 5 biggest non-spoilery questions about Kamen Rider Build Be the One. Is the movie good? Short answer, yes. It's probably one of the best Kamen Rider summer movies that I've seen so far. I'm still debating if it's better than Kamen Rider Double Forever A to Z, because that one I think is the best Kamen Rider summer movie ever made. But it's up there. It might take number 1. I might need to see a second time to be sure, but the more I think about it, the more I think that it should be number 1. Is the movie connected to the show, and how? Yes, the movie is connected to the show. It is set between episode 45 and episode 46, so it's that little gap between both episodes. There's no loose ends. Even the new characters that are presented, they have connections with things that happen in the show. They feel like vital to the actual show, even though they never appeared in the show. And it complements the story, and it's a great character study on Kiryu Sento, the main character. You basically see him get completely broken down and, sorry for the pun, built back up. And it's a dark movie too. Like it has a lot of dark themes. Like there was a point in the movie that I look at the side, at my side here, and there was a kid sitting, and I was like, how is this movie for you? I think, yeah, gosh, it was so dark. How was the action? The action was great. The action was probably the highest point of the movie. There's a lot of chase scenes, as you see in the trailer, the people running against, trying to chase Build, and there's some really cool, like, American action movie-ish scenes in there that are really cool. It's like, at points, it's like Mission Impossible, but even the inside the suits fights are really cool. I wouldn't say that the final fight is the best in the movie. The side fights that happen during the final fight are much better because they're a little bit more grounded in reality, other than the final fight, which is a little bit wacky and crazy. But you know, it's a Kamen Rider movie, it's a movie for kids, so that's the point for them. The rest of the story and the conclusion also is really depressing. What were the prizes you got from the movie? So this time I got 3 prizes as opposed to 1 from last time. I got this little poster, mini poster with a Build on one side, Geo on the other side, and a teaser for the next movie in December. Heisei Generations Forever. From Build, I got this Kamen Rider Build data card that they do use in the show, which is really cool. So you get this, and on the other side, you have a profile for Kiryu Sento. So the only part that is not checked here says that it's basically what's going to happen in the show. But everything that's been checked so far happened in the show until episode 45. So that's pretty cool. So for the Looper Ranger Patranger side, I actually got this like police how do you say, badge for Noel. The one side says Takao Noel, undercover agent for the international police, but on the other side, it's a calling card for his thief version. So that is really cool. But these three things are the things that I got for free for the movie. You can honestly buy extra things if you want. There was a really cool Pandora box keychain that I really wanted, but you know, YouTube is not paying me, so what should I do? Was there a post-credit scene? In good final summer movie, Kamen Rider movie fashion, yes, there was a final credit scene. It was nice. If you know what's going on in Kamen Rider and what's coming next, or if you've seen the last question and seen me spoil this guy here, you know what's coming. It's a really nice scene. It's gives you a good idea what's going to come in the next couple of months. Do I think it's better than last year's final credit scene? No, I don't think it beats last year's final credit scene. Last year's final credit scene left everyone like, what? And I mean, that's an advantage of the Exade's movie being the true ending of the actual series, instead of being something that is still in between the show. So that's it for the 5 non-spoilery questions about Kamen Rider Build Be the One. Let me know in the comments below if you liked this video, if you have any more additional questions, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, so you're still here. So you wanna know about the juicy stuff. You wanna get those fresh spoilers in your body. Alright. Just letting you know, this spoiler tag will be here if you accidentally clicked ahead in the video and you don't know that there's 5 more questions, this time very spoilery, about the movie. But if you don't wanna know spoilers, close the video right now. Thank you for watching. You don't have to watch the rest of this video. But if you want to know the spoilers, you want to know those juicy, delicious, I don't know another word that's not creepy enough, spoilers, stick around. These are 5 super spoilery questions about Kamen Rider Double. Well, Kamen Rider Build Be the One. What everyone wants to know: how was Gio's appearance? It was kind of awesome, but at the same time gives me a lot of decayed flashbacks. He certainly sounds young. His voice sounds a lot like, sounds younger than Kairi, the Lupin Red. It sounds a little bit like Ultraman Jeed. I mean, he's supposed to be 18. He's supposed to be born in the 2000s. God, I feel so old. Anyways, it's cool. Like, Sento is working on the White Pandora panel, and then the White Pandora panel opens a portal to basically another Earth, which does connect with what's going on in the show, and he's transported to that world where he sees all the Heisei riders fighting their respective final bosses, and he does recognize X8, which I thought it was really cool. Then a huge meteor falls into the ground, and from that the time machine emerges, the huge robot that Gio is gonna use to travel through time. And Gio pops out, and he's like super cocky, and he has a super young voice, and he's like, "Oh, I have your power right here." And then he takes it, activates it. Then, like a huge hologram of a full bottle, and like Bill doing his like pose appears. He kicks it. then jumps, and the armor kind of connects into his body, and he begins to fight against the bosses. I think like the huge meteor, I think, kind of kills the other riders. I'm not too sure, but we don't see the other riders after that. Oh, there's a huge insect right here. Let's murder it. Die, 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 die. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so he starts fighting the bosses, and then he spins his belt and activates the Vortec time break, which creates like a kind of like a roller coaster, much like Bill's actual finisher, which is like a formula. He's not dead. Die! Now very dead. So much like the finisher for Bill, which creates like a formula, and he slides just like a slider. It becomes kind of like a roller coaster, and then he rides it with his drill arm and just kills everyone like this, like a roller coaster thing. And then in the end, Sento just asks like, "Who the hell are you?" And then he says that I'm like the Tyrant King with Kamen Rider powers, which sounds a lot like Decade with the Destroyer of Worlds kind of thing, but I digress. How are the villains and how are they connected with Evolt, the big bad? So the villains are the Blood Tribe. They are very connected with Evolt because Evolt is also part of the Blood Tribe. The Blood Tribe is a space group of aliens. It's a group of aliens that travel from world to world, and they're just bent on destroying worlds, which is a very simple premise, and I would probably dock marks out of it in other movies, but this one kind of works, so it's fine. And they have been infiltrating the government since the beginning of the show, so like for 10 years, they've been infiltrated into the government. They show in a little montage that they're the ones behind. They've been orchestrating the war. They're all helping Evolt in his plan because Evolt is the leader. But in the show, as you may know, Evolt decides to not destroy Earth. So they felt betrayed because they waited 10 years to destroy the Earth, and then they will not destroy the Earth. So they were like, you know what? Screw you. They're cool. They're cool villains. The main one, he transforms into Kamen Rider Blood, and his transformation is really cool because he kind of sucks the life force of the other two plus Banjo, and he fuses him into his body, and yeah, he's kind of badass. It's a nice villain with a really nice suit. That's it. That's what I wanted to say about them. Is the cross build form a fusion or a regular form? It's a fusion. It's they went full on double with that one. They say that you can't use the evolved bottles by yourself because you need a hazard level of 7 to operate them, and you die if you use it. So like Sento puts in this driver and goes to transform, and then it's a really funny scene because Banjo goes to get out of the way like he normally does, but he gets trapped inside of the little like henshin box thing that always appears, and he just gets pushed into Sento's body. And it's really cool because in the beginning of the fight, they're kind of trying to figure out how to move. But yeah, it's a cool fight. The form, I don't like how the form looks. It looks kind of whack. But the fight was pretty much like green screen CGI, which I thought it was kind of meh. But you know, like I said in the non-spoilery part of the video, that's the part for kids. That's the part that the kids go, yay, ganbare, and all that kind of stuff. So, does the movie give any hints about the series and what's going to happen in the series? Yes, but we already know the answer because this movie should have premiered 2 weeks ago to coincide with episode 45 and 46. But since if you watch episode 46 onwards, you already know what's going on. You already know what they're gonna do. Build receives a hint from his dad about what's going to happen in the future. He gets the keyword that gives him the answer on how to defeat Volt with the white Pandora panel. And it's really nice. It's a cool way to connect to the show. It's everything very, very connected and very intricate to one another. What was your favorite part of the movie? So, I like the fact that in the end, the population hates Kamen Riders. They think that Kamen Riders shouldn't exist. And I think it's really nice because this whole show has been saying that yes, the Kamen Rider systems are a weapon of war, and they basically created this whole thing, and they're consistent into that with the fact that even at the end of the movie they show a news report, and they're saying that even though everything that's happened, the population is still. Most of the population still agrees that builds should not exist. It turns the tables a little bit on the fact that now you see Sento actually hiding himself on the hoodie and Banjo walking freely, which is a good parallel of what's happening. So I like this. There's so many good parts. There's this part that I was thinking about today when people are chasing Sento inside a building, and then he sees no way out, so he transforms into Hawk Gatling, shoots the window, and jumps off the building. But he can't fly on time because there's like helicopters also chasing him. So he falls into the ground and he continues running. And it's like, it was vicious. And it was really nice to see. And that leads into the best part of the movie. The really best scene of the movie is when Blood finally transforms for the first time, and he shows that Banjo is mind controlled and he's evil now, and he goes to kill Sento who's on the ground, and then Evol appears and saves him, and I was like, and that scene was that scene was so good. Oh my god. This movie is amazing. I really recommend you guys seeing it. That's it for me. If you like this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you stayed all the way through, good job. You've been completely spoiled. I do recommend going back and watching the movie. If you're in Japan, go see it in the theaters right now. It's really good. If you're not in Japan, wait until January when it comes out in Blu-ray. I don't think you should download it. I think you should buy the Blu-ray because it's amazing. It's so good. So good. If you have any extra questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them as well. That is it for me. See you guys in the next video, and don't forget to check out the Lupin Ranger, Pato Ranger video as well. Bye.